Hello, 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 and welcome. I'm Connie Douglas from Great Stamping with Connie. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada, and I'd like to welcome you to Connie's Craft Along. So it is Thursday evening, and there is a tornado watch in my area. Um, the last we heard, it's supposed to hit later tonight, 10-ish, maybe, possibly. They never know exactly how these things are going to track and exactly where they're going to go. But the radio station is giving instructions for what to do in the event of a tornado. So that's not so good. Hopefully it doesn't happen. And at the very least, hopefully we can do some crafting together tonight. So thank you for being here with me. If you are on, please say hello. I totally don't have this set up yet, so I'll just get us up and to where I can see us, see you, because I can see me. Anyway, if you are here, say hello. If you are watching the replay, let me know. And if you craft along tonight, or if you craft in the next day or two before Sunday, and post a picture of your card that you made, you will be entered in a draw for a free stamp set. Whoa, who doesn't like free, right? So last week, the draw was won by Lorna. So she has a stamp set going out in the mail to her. So congratulations, Lorna. Yay. Always exciting. And don't we love to get free stuff? So this is part of my anniversary month gift away. My anniversary is only one day, but 15 years with Stampin' Up, and that deserves a month of celebration, don't you think? I thought. So I have gifts for you that I would like to share with you all month long. And every Thursday during Connie's Craft Along or Mystery Stamping, if you post a picture of your card to share with others and inspire others, you'll get entered into a draw, and you too may win a free stamp set. So that's exciting stuff. Okay, what do we have on the go? Online global retreat coming in July. There's lots going on in June and July. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Okay, here I go. I will tell you. Online global retreat is in July. Oh, I should have the exact dates for you, shouldn't I? That might be a little bit helpful. It is all recorded, so even if you can't attend for the whole event live, that's okay. I mean, it's fun when it's live, but if you can't do it, you can't do it. It is all recorded, and you will have access to the recordings in our private Facebook group forever. We never take them down, or we never pull you out of the group or anything. So it's all good. That is, oh goodness, little numbers. I should know the numbers, the little numbers, but uh, July 12th and 13th. So that is July 12th and 13th. The early bird pricing for that ends tomorrow. Tomorrow, Friday. So if you haven't registered yet, do it now, because why pay more? I mean, if you really want to pay more, that's okay. Just send me money. I'm good with that. But really, hello, Lorna. Welcome. Lorna has already registered early bird pricing, and she's getting a free stamp set in the mail. I suspect you heard that, and I know you know that, but I told everybody that Lorna won the draw from last week. So free stamp set going out your way. So that's the global retreat. A little bit later in July, the 24th, 25th, and 26th, I will be live each morning from 10 to 11-ish. Excuse me. And we have a stamp camp that will feature the Labeled with Love stamp set, which I just happen to have here. Let me just flash it right up here, Labeled with Love. And hopefully you saw some of those projects. Do I have any of them handy? Oh, there's a couple. There are 12 projects that we will make, 8 cards, 4 different designs. You'll make 2 of each. A couple of oversized tags that you can put onto a gift bag or I mean, you could use them as a card. You could mail them because they're oversized and large, but they don't open, so it's tag-like. But anyway, a couple of those, and two 3D items that you could put a small gift in, or some goodies, or as my kids say, you can put money in them because money fits in anything, Mom. So, you can put whatever you wish in them. But that's all part of the stamp camp. And we will go through all of those projects. And again, that will all be recorded. So you will have access to those videos if you can't attend live. And there will be a full PDF tutorial with that, as there is for the online retreat. So love to have you along for the live version, but if you can't make it, it's recorded, or if video is not your thing, there's tutorials. So lots of different ways to craft. So you want to keep both of those July events in mind because it's not that far away. My goodness, we are almost at the middle of June already. Oh. Anyway, let's not think about all of that right now. Let's go do some crafting, shall we? Okay. Yes, I just saw your comment, Lorna, that says you are in, and yes, you are in. Okay, so this big mess sitting here is what we are going to play with tonight. So we have standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. Then we have a piece of cardstock that is 5.25 by 4 inches. I'm just gonna see if does that make the light a tiny bit better? We have another piece of, this is lemon lolly cardstock. Isn't it pretty? I love this color. 2.5 inches square. Put it on that's smoky slate, by the way, in case you were wondering. Not that yours has to be the same color or anything, but this is 2.25 by 2.25. This is a 3/4 inch strip, and you can make it as long as you need for your sentiment. Melanie, hello. I'm so happy to see you. I haven't seen you in ages. I've seen some of your comments and things fly by, but Melanie is in New Zealand, which means we have a bit of a time difference between us. So great to see you here, Melanie. Welcome. And Donna, welcome to you as well. Okay, then we have some designer series paper. Melanie, I just have to tell you up front, I'm encouraging people to post pictures of their cards from tonight, and I would love to have you do that. I cannot send you product, but I can send you tutorials. So I will make sure you get something if your name is drawn. But first, you have to share your card. So feel free to post a picture of what you create. Love to have everybody join in. But I can't send product to you. Just sadly want you to know that. Okay. So first piece of designer series paper, 2.25 by 3.25. Then we have a second piece that is 1.5 by 3.25. Then we have a third piece that is 1.75 by 2.25. And the last piece is 1.75 by 1.5. So there we go. That's what we will be playing with this evening. So I am just going to fold this on the score line. I still don't have my my lighting right. I don't know about you. I see a lot of shadows. I brought a small light with me this time. It's supposed to be a bendy one, but it seems to be sagging. So just when I think I have it shining where I want it, it kind of sags. So it's not great. I need something different. Back to the drawing board on the lighting. We talked about this the other day, that last summer my challenge was the sound, and this summer it's the lighting. There's got to be something every time, right? Okay, I'm just going to set that aside, and I'm going to bring in my cardstock. We'll do the stamping towards the end, just because I've already brought this piece of cardstock in. Put it up a little bit higher. And we are going to put our designer series paper down in this kind of a pattern. There we go. So I've got the two different ones kitty corner to each other. If you use two different pieces of designer series paper, I can't remember whether I even suggested that you use two different ones. You could do them like that, or you could do the same one down one side and the different one down the other side. It is, of course, entirely up to you how you do it. So I'm going to do mine like that, and I am going to use liquid glue so that I have a little bit of time to play with this as we go. Hello, Terry. Thanks for joining us. I should probably tell you as well that if you post a pic of the card from tonight, if you are crafting along, your name will be entered in a draw. Now, I cannot send product outside of Canada, so Terry, I know that you are in the US, so if your name is drawn, I will be sharing tutorials with you because everybody likes to win and everybody deserves to have a chance to win. So that's what I will send as a gift for my out of country friends if their name is drawn. And it won't be a tutorial for this card because clearly you will already know how to make this card since I gave you all the starting measurements. And now you can see what we're doing. So you don't need a tutorial for this one. It'll be something completely different. And now for something completely different. There we go. Okay. So once you have those in place, you're happy with the gaps and the spacing and all that sort of stuff. Just give it a press. There we go. I'm actually going to flip it over and give it a really nice nice press. Yes. Hello, Terry from the US. It's International Night at Connie's Craft Along. I love it. I love it. Great to have everybody from everywhere. Okay, so that is ready. I'm just going to set that to the side now, and then I'm going to bring in this piece, and we are going to do some stamping. And I have not, I've not put stamps on blocks, and I didn't grab inks. So let me just grab a couple of inks. Oh my goodness, I moved the ink. We're kind of rearranging things in the craft studio here. Got had a cabinet that a neighbor gave us that we put in to hold some of our games, because this is also where we play lots of games and things. So yeah, anyway, it's all good. Okay, so I think I'm going to I might blow your brains. Fair warning here. I'm going to use Misty Moonlight and Smoky Slate, and I'm going to stamp leaves and flowers. You know, just because. Yeah. We'll give it a go. What the heck? We will have gray leaves and blue flowers. How's that? Now, the first card I could show you. Here's one of my finished cards, and this does not use designer series paper, but we'll just sneak this guy in here. So this is embossed, just embossed cardstock, and I put this on square. But I'm thinking that you could also put it on diamond, because it will fit even with the other layer. And I'd already stamped these when I was thinking about that, so it didn't really seem like it was a good idea, because my butterflies looked like they were sort of flying on their head or something. They looked a little odd. So I didn't do that with that one. But this one I haven't stamped yet, so I could. Okay, so shall we be brave and stamp on a diagonal, not on top of that in case I mess up. Okay, here we go. So this is kind of, well, it is two-step stamping in that you stamp the leaves and then the flowers fit into the gaps and it becomes a beautiful end product. At least that's the goal. I'm just going to, I think I'm going to do my sentiment in Misty Moonlight. Yeah, the black is striking, is it? That's what I was saying. Black and white is always, they just sort of grabs your attention. And it's the contrast, I think, but which was why I had wanted to do one that way. Just that, and because I was messing around with stuff, trying to, be creative and all. So this is very forgiving if you don't get it exactly lined up the way it's intended. It's all kind of close enough. Oh, but I think I wiggled, didn't I? Should have been up a little higher. Guess what? They're double-sided cardstock. I think we might try that again. If I mess this up, I don't have a plan C. A little higher? I don't know, honestly, know if I'm higher or not, but I think that looks better. I think I was a little higher. Hello, Jocelyn, welcome. It must be a rainy night. Everybody's here hanging out. It's awesome. I love it. Okay, there we go. Oops, forgot sentiment. Now, I had suggested a strip of cardstock, mine is 3/4 of an inch wide. It doesn't have to be that wide, or it could be wider depending on what you're going to use for a sentiment. I was thinking I would use Just for You, because that just, that kind of goes with everything, right? So I did cut a few extras of these, perhaps. And I think I'm going to put this right in the middle, but I think I'm going to trim it down a little bit. I didn't actually even measure this one. What is this? Yeah, this one's 3 1/4, which I think is what I put on the sheet, but it doesn't have to be that long, or it could be a little bit longer if need be for your sentiment. Basically, it just has to hold your sentiment. So there you go. Okay. Now, this is going to get mounted onto our square of lemon lolly cardstock. Hopefully in the center. So, and we are ready to finish assembling. So I'm going to put it together this way. There is, again, no reason why you couldn't do it this way if you wanted, other than you're going to put this probably covering the intersection of these. So if you want this near the bottom and your sentiment at the top, which we could do. Okay, so now that she's placing it like this after she said she was going to do it the other way, I kind of like that. Okay, so I did the other one with the large pieces at the bottom. Let's do this. Hey, we are making this up as we go along, but that's okay. That's what this is all about, right? And if you want yours other way around, then go ahead, put yours the other way around. There's really no rules, right? I think we've established that. Or as some people would say, rules were made to be broken. So thanks, Melanie. I'm glad you like it. Now, somewhere in here, oh, here we go. We do have some dimensionals. So we are just going to throw some of these onto here. I am going to pop this up. And I'm going to put one in the middle just to make sure it stays nicely elevated. And this straight, so I have a hope of getting this straight, centered, middle, kind of, all that. Should probably be over just a little bit. I think that's centered. Now, I did say I was going to trim this, but I'm not, it's not quite centered, so I am going to take a smidge off of this end. We all know what a smidge is, right? It's like a beanie bit. Was that helpful? It's just a titch, you know. A smidge, a beanie bit, a titch. They're all sizes for something small. I kind of like it like that. And then I could put some gems there or something, right? I see that the gem placement is being exposed as we do this. So I don't know what gems we're going to use yet, but we will find some because it's not a card unless it's got gems on it, right? Okay. Put that right up. Okay. And we will find us some gems. I know that I have some that are Misty Moonlight. These are the tinsel gems, the 3-pack. There's a 3-pack and a 4-pack. This is the 3, and there is Misty Moonlight there. Or we could go with something shiny. Foil gems. Oh, they kind of show, they tend to show a lot of pinks, those iridescent things. So thinking that's not quite what we're after. These are blueberry. No, they're not right. See, that's what color coordination. Stampin' Up! Is the best at color coordination. And so if they say, you know, it's blueberry bushel, it'll go really nicely with blueberry bushel, but not so much with Misty Moonlight. We have these. These are sparkle gems. These are all the neutrals, the metallics and stuff, right? Oh, what about black? Well, I kind of like those. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. We'll give this a go. I think, whoop, I'm going to put this right at the end, each end in the center. And then just, you know, just because we can, we're going to add some of the smaller ones on here as well. There we go. Too much gem? Is there such a thing? Is that even a question? Might possibly be serious. I think not. Okay, so there is card number 1. I've kind of given you a sneak peek window into card number 2 because I was playing around with embossing folders and things. And so I did emboss some basic black and some I almost said Whisper White. It's not called Whisper White anymore. You know, whatever our white cardstock's called now. Oh my goodness. We don't call it basic white. Do we? Not possible to have too much gems. Lorna, you are a wise woman, and I totally agree. No such thing as too many gems, so I think it's fine. Okay. Thick, and it is basic white, thick basic white card base, and then basic black this time. So we are going to put, we're going to put these down, and then we're going to decide whether we want the big ones at the top or the bottom, since, you know, the last time I said one thing and then I ended up doing a completely different thing. I am not going to tell you which direction I'm going to go this time. We'll just look at it when we get there. So it is black on black, which is a little tough to see. Am I even in the camera? I'm probably almost out of the camera, aren't I? Sorry about that, folks. I'm forgetting that I've got a very short camera mount up here, so I'm much closer, so I don't have as large a, I don't have as much leeway for area to work to and still be in camera. So I need to remember that. I hear thunder rumbling out there, so if all of a sudden I disappear, it is the cottage, it is rural, and you know, the internet can be a little bit internetish or something like that. Okay, I'm going to give this a press down, turn it over. If you haven't seen me do this before, you may be wondering why the heck I bothered to turn it over. The reason I turn it over is because being one solid piece of cardstock here, you are much less likely to push and shift your pieces if you do it from the back. So that's why I always sort of get it down and then flip it over for a really good rub. I guess I could have done this other way around, couldn't I? That would have been a little bit different, but I didn't. So now we need to decide which way we're going to go. Well, we don't need to decide that right this minute because I think I will stamp first so that we can see what we've got going on, and then we'll decide which way it should go. Okay, so I've got black and white again. Where's my stamp set? So I did the butterfly on the other one. I have this little gifty guy. We've got these little presents. What shall we do? I did cut another one of these happy birthday sentiments. So this is not the 3/4 inch strip. It's a little bit thicker than 3/4 of an inch, and it's also not 3 1/4 inches long. So, you know, I'm totally breaking all my own rules, but again, they weren't really rules. So it's happy birthday. Maybe we should put a whole bunch of presents on here, and we could kind of do some little ones. We could do a big one and some little ones, or we could do a few sets of little ones, but they're quite little. I wonder, should I take a chance? I might need to go cut another piece of white cardstock if I mess all this up, but you know, what the heck? Let's be brave. So tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm going to bring in my memento. Oh, go for it. Oh yeah, listen to you, Lorna. It's not you messing up on camera, it's me. So of course we should go for it, right? Yeah, I understand. I do. You know, it's the make it up as you go along kind of thing, right? Okay, so here is a piece of scrap paper, and if you can see this, you can see I was stamping off the other day, which is exactly what we are going to do again with this. So I'm going to stamp these guys down here. Oh, my helper. Oscar. Okay, we just don't have enough room for you to join us. I think we want to do these first. Not sure, but I will. I'll put them right about there. And then I am going to stamp these dots from this guy right about there. I hope those are down low enough. And then I'm inking this up and I'm going to stamp him off a couple of times to make him really light, but hopefully he'll show up. Sorry, Oscar. That is my cat, one of my cats, as you well know. Oh, look! It worked! I'm as surprised as anyone. Okay, let me just, come on, you're totally in the way here. And you walked on my paper and now it has a big crease in it. Okay, so let me show you this. Oops, sorry, let's try not to bump the table too much. So that is stamped off twice. So I inked it, I stamped it on my scrap paper. You can see this is, and this is just paper, so the image is not quite as lovely, but this is how it would have been full strength ink. This is once removed, and this is twice removed. So it's nice and light, super easy to see the little decorations on the gift. And it worked out just fine. So, oh yes, and it's because Lorna told me. The card making cat, yes. Sometimes it is he is the card making cat. I don't know, something about the cottage. They are very enthralled with this table or something. During the day, they will come and sit exactly where I am working. And they don't do that at home. I don't know why it's so different up here, but it does seem to be different. Anyway, okay. Now, this could go on an angle, because look, we've got all those gifts on an angle. That's not even a full angle, which I don't think I want, but it could go on a bit of an angle, just to be different. Know that I want that on white. Maybe we want this way, kind of, sort of, and then we could put this over here. I mean, throw a bit of bling over there, maybe. Something a bit that might work nicely as well. And I think I want this guy upside down too. Just to be different, just well, same as that one, but different from the other black and white ones. I don't always have 3 cards for you for the craft along, but because if in case you hadn't noticed, I just, I made full pieces of these things and then I cut them, so I had enough for 2 cards. And you'll see that when I finish this guy and bring the 3rd card back in, you'll see how everything got used and where it all ended up. So let's put some dimensionals onto here. Get this guy popped up. So here's your challenge, should you choose to accept it, and I hope you do. Put your pieces together however you like. Put them together in whatever order works for you, and put your image piece at the top, at the bottom. Change up your sentiment piece a little bit. Have some fun. Do what works for you. You do you and all that stuff that they say. Okay. Now, I might need to cut some of these because I do have I have some of the mini dimensionals. Yes. So go. And I just cut the big ones, but I happen to have some little ones handy. I could just get the backs off. They would even be sticky. Oh dear. This is where I needed to learn the pokey tool trick. Okay, we're good. Nobody panic. I got them off. And it's sticky. Probably put this in the center of this block piece. There we go. And then for gems on this, I don't know about you, but black and white to me it screams that it needs rhinestones, right? So So we'll go with rhinestones. Let's see what we want to do. So first of all, we want to get them off of the plastic. Oh, good grief, come on. No, I'm gonna put a big one up there. I could put some up here, or I could just go with some small ones down here. Maybe we'll just keep it all. Yeah. This one in. This one out. I think I messed that up. I have to get this adhesive off. There we go. Get him out of there. We'll try that. Yes, rhinestones. I knew you would know that, Lorna, because you are the queen of proper gems, proper gemmage. Okay. There we go. Move some of these things out of the way. So there is card number one, and there's the other card that we made, and here is the third card. So you can see, and I'll just put these side by side. You can see that this piece went with this, and this goes with that. And there. So it was just, I just embossed two pieces of cardstock, and they are different embossing forms. I don't know whether you see that one is the, I believe it's violet, and then this is the, that's hard to see, isn't it? Dotted diamonds or dotted something. They're both new, but they are fun. So there we go. There we go. Maybe I can get them all into. I get them all in here. Oh, everybody snuggle, squishing. Everybody squishing. Okay. And let me just come back here. Oh, the rain has started. There we go. I am back, and the power is still on. The internet is still on. It's all good. We did it. Yay! Yay for us. So that's the layout. That's the card. As you can see, you can mix it up and match it up and upside down, right side up. There's all sorts of things that you can do with it. So have a play, have some fun, and share your cards. Love to see what you create. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with me. I do really appreciate you, and I had a great time. I hope that you did too. And I hope you feel inspired to do a little bit of crafting and give this layout a try. Take care, everyone, and I hope to craft with you all again really soon. Bye for now.